Hi there, my name's Tina Spalding and I'm a trance channel. I've recently had the wonderful experience of beginning to channel Jesus. It's been a year and a half project now. It's still relatively recent, and I have just had the latest book published, which is called Jesus, My Autobiography. And in that channeled book, Jesus speaks through me and tells the life story that we've all been so curious about, from conception to his crucifixion and resurrection. That's the first half of the book. And the second half of the book are some of the principles and teachings that he wants us to pay attention to and to learn as we're going through this journey here together. But through all of the channelings that I'm delivering, there is a consistent message, and that is to transform our what they call contaminated minds, that we have been deeply programmed in our society to buy things and to have financial fear, to fear death, these sorts of things. They repeatedly refer to a book called A Course in Miracles, and that is the path that I took, a clarification path that I took, that brought me to this skill of being able to channel. So the purpose of A Course in Miracles is to transform your mind from a fear-based, attack-based paradigm to a loving and light-based, timeless and miracle-minded state of consciousness. So this is not where most of us reside. We don't believe in miracles. We don't anticipate them happening in our life. But that is really the principle of A Course in Miracles in a nutshell. But I'm not here to define it for you. I'm just sharing my experience. But I am going to channel Jesus today. He would like to speak to this particular subject. So when I channel him in particular, I take 2 or 3 breaths, and then he comes through and he will speak, usually quite passionately and forcefully, about the subjects that he wants us to understand more deeply. So I'm going to take a couple of breaths here. You'll see me go quiet, and then it'll be clear when Jesus comes through. So I will see you at the end of the session. I am returned to continue the teachings this time and place. As you look around your world, it is clear that fear is winning the war, so to speak, or creating the war, and that is the truth of it. Fear creates war. Defensive people attack. If you believe in attack as a methodology of gaining what you want in the world, then you will attack other beings based on that belief system. And that is what the West is basing itself on increasily. And that is why this particular text was transmitted into your time-space reality. There are many other time-space realities. Do not think that this world is the only one. There is not just this and hell and heaven. There are many, many other dimensions, many, many other levels of consciousness. And we are not going to go into those at this point, however, because you are having enough difficulty handling the one that you are in. And that is why A Course in Miracles was brought through. That is why I transmitted it from the frequency of love. The words of that particular text, the lessons contained within that particular text, the discussions that are participated in that particular text, are all coming from the frequency of love. Not love as you know it on your world, for that is a conditional, often judgmental and attacking paradigm. But love as we understand it here in the non-physical, which is always forgiving, always understanding, always expanding, and always expressing itself. This is the frequency of that ultimate force that you call God, that we call all that is. It is just light and love, and it always is offering itself to every consciousness in this universe and all the other universes that you see and that you do not see. So we want you to understand, as you are traveling along your evolutionary path, you are on a consciousness evolution path, whether you know it or not. And everything that is coming to you is showing you your consciousness. And so this is the situation you find yourself in. You find yourself living out what is in your own belief system. That means if you believe in attack, that you will be attacked because you have offered it power and you have repeatedly used it. That comes back to you in the principle of reaping what you sow, not as punishment from an angry God, but as the reflection of yourself, as a demonstration of the creative process that is always going on in your experience. You are a divine creator. You are manifested here to bring into being, into material structures, that which you wish to experience. And how do you know what you wish to experience? You wish to experience what is in front of you. Now, many of you would argue that. You would say that you do not wish to experience scarcity, or you do not wish to experience war. But these are manifestations of the fearful interior world that many of you are living in. We are not speaking about the words you say. We are not speaking about the social face that you have been trained to present, or the facade that you feel is appropriate in the society in which you live. We are speaking about the truth of your inner world, your darkest nights, your greatest fears, those insecurities that are generating your frequency all the time. This is where your world is arising from. So we want you to know that this is the way it is. There is nothing you can do about it. It does not matter how hard you try on the outside to look happy, or to look beautiful, or to look strong, or to look loving. If you are not feeling that truthfully within you, if you are merely presenting a social face, it is not the social face that is generating your experience. And this is the thing that we want you to understand. In your society, you have been taught that it is the facade that you present that is creative. And this is why many beings get very, very frustrated with the law of attraction, because they are living an untruth, but they do not necessarily know it. And they have not been taught to go inside and really look at how they are feeling, look at their belief system and these sorts of things. So that is what this book has been brought in to do. And it is not doing it in a linear, intellectual way. It is doing it in a transpersonal way, which means that it is getting to the deepest aspects of your unconscious mind or unaware mind. Your mind is always conscious in that sense. You are not unconscious, but you are acting out of untrue ideas. And this is the Course in Miracles' purpose, is to clarify the mind so that you can begin to live a more authentic life. And this is, of course, one of the great problems of the Western world. People living, spending hundreds of hours a month doing things that they do not value, that they do not want to do, that they do not enjoy. It is the ultimate in inauthenticity. And when you are inauthentic, you are splitting your creative abilities. You are miscreating all of the time, because when you are in a bad mood or resentful of your job, let us say, it is not just about your work, it is about many things, but that is a big concern in your society. When you are unhappy at work, for those hours that you are unhappy, you are bringing more of that to you on a magnetic level. And so that is why many of you find it difficult to change your jobs, because your frequency is at that job. But if you have an untrained mind, if you do not know about the principles of creation, you do not know how to get yourself out of the self-created prison in which you find yourself. You believe it is other people who are keeping you in prison, but it is not. It is all self-generated, self-created. And in that sense, it is what you want, because that is the frequency that you are emitting. But as you become more educated, as we disseminate these teachings to you, you are going to be able to discern more and more where you are being inauthentic, where you are losing your creative edge, and where you can change it. And that is what this text, A Course in Miracles, is designed to do. It is designed to reconfigure the Western mind, the Judeo-Christian Western mind that has been deeply indoctrinated into negativity and fear. It is designed specifically to bring up the fears about God, the fears about church, the resentments you have to Jesus. Yes, this being here who is speaking to you. Many, many beings love and fear me at the same time. So we are seeking to remove the fear aspect and remove any limiting thoughts and ideas that have been indoctrinated into your mind by these what are vicious methodologies that you have experienced from childhood in this incarnation, but historically century after century from the behemoth structure that you call the Roman Catholic Church. So we want you to know that this book is designed to free you from fear. It is designed to free you from attack. And of course, these are the fears and these are the attacks that are generating the fear and attack that you see outside of yourself in your society. So if you want a new society, if you want to feel safer, if you want to be more abundant, if you want to see war end, then this is a way that you can do it. If it does not feel right, we do not want you to do it. If you are not yet ready, then you are not yet ready. You can continue on creating the way you are, miscreating the way you are. It is your choice. No God will punish you. Nobody will reprimand you when you pass over into the non-physical. But you will experience suffering more and more as you go through this manifestation process of fearful beliefs and ideas. Why? Because you are going to magnetize more and more to you as you age in your society. So this is about stopping the process of magnetizing negative and fearful suffering-inducing experiences. It is about focusing on light and love and through the process of retraining the mind. So that is our lesson for today. We want you to know that we are all here with you, many, many ascended beings, many beings of light working together. We are not separated, so do not bring your separated perceptions to our world. We work at the frequency of love. We work as a cooperative at times, blending and increasing our energies. So we are making a concerted effort at this time to communicate with you on your plane with the intention of relieving the suffering that you are experiencing. We will speak to you again soon. Okay, that's Jesus' lesson for today. Thank you for joining me here on YouTube. Please subscribe if you haven't already. There's lots more coming. We're going to have a lot of Course in Miracles discussions here, but all kinds of subjects. So please subscribe and share these videos if you feel inclined to. Talk to you again soon.